Doki Doki. What is this? Question mark. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around in high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently and would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day. Like, you think my PC is bugged? Cap. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time to meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's been, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Goro-senpai. Monica. Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Was my favorite? I guess Natsuki. Natsuki was last time. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful. It's like, was that the lolly? I guess so. This is the pink-haired one. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. It's a really tough choice, but at a certain point, I almost picked the Kotonoha one. She's like dark, moody, depressed. I forget her name. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. What did you come here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Haha, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yep. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, What club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Ah! Literature? Remember that YouTube rap battle with Yuri and... Oh yeah, it was Yuri. That was her name. Yeah. Oh, that happened so long ago. I forgot about that. That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything, reading, writing, poetry. I mean, none of my members even keeps our manga collection in the clubroom. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She's always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Goro-senpai. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but... If you could, at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Favorite book, Goro? Just like in general, or... It's gonna sound really stupid. I'm trying to think if there's any other books that I've read that not including manga, right? Any other books that I read that might overcome this one book that... The Adventures of Lando Calrissian book. That's the book I had the fondest memories of. I've read good literature before. But for some reason that book really sticks to me. You know, like, I've read classic literature stuff before, like, Lord of the Flies, you know, some Shakespeare stuff, like, that I can't remember the titles of. Oh, the Game of Thrones books. Games of Thrones? And those were pretty exciting too, but... Oh man, it's actually tough. Yeah, in like 1984, like a really long time ago. So I tend to be a really slow reader, that's why it's hard. It's hard for me to get through books. But out of just pure stubbornness, I managed to read through all the Games of Thrones books, or the Song of Fire and Ice series. And like those ones were pretty fun, actually. Yeah. Do visual novels count? Because I've read long visual novels. Oh, I've also read Homestuck, if that counts as well. All of Homestuck and all of Jailbreak and all of Problem Sleuth. Okay, anyway. Speaking of reading. How many Bibles worth of text is Homestuck? I think Homestuck is like, it's like over, it's like 8,000 pages. By guesstimate. Okay, anyway. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Girl Senpai, you know that? It's nothing, really. It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back. And I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Clara Senpai. Ellipses. All words escape me in this situation. Homestuck has, what? How? 800,000 words and over 1,000 or more words, and that is over 100,000 more words than the King James Bible. And if published, it would be the 5th longest novel by word count in the English. Damn. Yep, that sounds about accurate. Okay, all words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. I'm going to go for the harem route, girl. I'll just go by regular strat of where my heart leads. But there's like a creepy vibe going on right now. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Goro Senpai in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to Well, you know. Smack the crackhead. Hey, what's up? Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should probably at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Goro-senpai? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So I know you really didn't plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. This game messed you up big time. I'll be interested to see how this all turns out. I did one playthrough of it so far, and Sayori died or hung herself, but then the game kind of like glitched out a bit. So now this is like the second round. Or I should say, glitched out, you know? I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Alright, I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Wow, thanks for the follow, Sam the Crackhead. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort into starting something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that they're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more fun, more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have really worked hard to just to find these two. Your favorite is Natsuki? I think I picked Natsuki last time. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you really enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Goro-senpai, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Same. Well, except manga. Have you read One Piece? Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Who else plays this game? I know this game was pretty popular back in the day. I just never got around to finishing it. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are are usually novels that build a deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't that amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Yeah, I read horror. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having conversation with a rock. I didn't expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually have to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give it back! Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share some of them? Share them sometime. No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Natsuki probably would be too scared to read Higurashi. I don't really read. You must be willing to open up to your readers exposing your vulnerabilities, showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. Ellipses. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Ellipses? Ellipses? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem for our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Ellipses. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of a vice president. After all, I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Yeah, I'm dyslexic too, by the way. A little bit. It's hard. Do you agree as well, Goro-senpai? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. I can't upset those disappointed faces. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Goro-senpai. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... Ellipses. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Happy faces. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Goro-senpai? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. Goro-senpai, Goro-senpai, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. We really are amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Goro-senpai, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I can really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. I will really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright. Okay, unlocked a special poem. A dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room. Its ceiling is its walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side or to a wall. Anything. Suddenly the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of a container. The lungs were already getting tired. Girl, who's the worst girl? Monika. Without hesitation. She's hiding something devious. She's... If I click milk, is that gonna be Yuri? Oh dear. I bet it too. When the hell did you start this? This has been a game I've been a long time playing. Long time ago. Oh, I mean the stream? I started about like 30 minutes ago. So I finished the first playthrough, and Sayori hung herself at the end of it. And then starting this playthrough, Sayori glitched out, and the playthrough just became Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. So this is that playthrough of it right now. I wonder if anyone made a VOD of that. I've actually recorded all the gameplay that I've done of this game. I've tried to upload all the things to YouTube, but I haven't done them all yet. I'm currently recording right now, by the way. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Just so people have like some reference to when I play these certain things, if they can't catch the stream. You remember being obsessed with this game, Huib? What does Doki Doki mean? Sticky Owu. I was hooked on this game for a year straight. Goro speedrun to the funny neck ropes. I did see one of these characters hang themselves. The classic meme. Rate the girls from best to worst. Weeb. Heartthrob. Hi again, Goro-senpai. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. Nah, don't worry. Daydream blocked. Monica is a piece of shit. Welcome back, Sam the crackhead. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh. Thanks for keeping your promise, Goro-senpai. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh god. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, what? Natsuki certainly has a big mouth. Oh, Natsuki certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in the club room. But manga? I'm just gonna take a guess what they're saying here. Natsuki is hacking banner. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Goro-senpai. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Woo. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. That's what I always imagined she sounds like, to be honest. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. We could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. Goro's the next Doki Doki voice actor? Yes. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just going to mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. My head cocked forward. Official Scott Cawthon, thanks for following. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one missing book is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box that she's admiring. Drinks water. That's a good idea. You know what? Pause for a second while I get some water. Squats. Get some exercise too. Alright. One, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ten more squats. Oh boy. All right. 30 squats. 40. I think you could do a max of 50 squats a day. Hold on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12. One, two, three, four, five. More. I think that was 40. Natsuki, you leave me breathless. It feels like I did 10 squats just looking at you. Okay. I get a closer look at a box set she's admiring. I expect 40 more next stream. We're gonna be toned as fuck at the end of all that. Parafat Girls is a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. Shit. You'll do it with me, huh? Yeah, do it. I already did the 40. She points at the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, girl senpai. Consider this. Don't forget a book. Oh, don't judge a book. In fact, Natsuki sure got me there. I know. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parafat Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Your personal best is 55 on a good day. Normally around 30 to 40. That does seem pretty good. 50 squats ends up being a lot. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say that it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typically slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Ellipses? How does she fit her head in that shirt? Would you... Your Rumeishio Natsuki? What does that mean? It's 21 Celsius in New Zealand. Oh, wow. Oh, you're like Australia-ish region. New Zealand, Australian kind of region. But different countries, of course. Just like that general... Information, the active thrusting... Oh my god. You don't? Who wouldn't? Daydream Captain. That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Erg, I know those kinds of people. Thankfully, we have a community that doesn't have those kinds of people who watch this stream all the time. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. They think manga's for kids, wait till they read Berserk. Yeah. Exactly. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. Oh shit. Backhanded diss. But it's probably hard for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. Oh shit. Whoa, what? Low-key called her a loser. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Ellipses. So? Huh. Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Ellipses. Ellipses, 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 ellipses. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. So, like, her eyes are pink. I don't know if that's healthy. She might be infected with something. Just saying, girl, might want to dip. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Oh geez. Natsuki, are you okay? Ellipses. Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it into Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give. She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Goro-senpai. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in a bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. A lip faith. A lip faith. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Oh, okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it, reading through it, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Ooh, so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take a while to get used to new people. Take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. Alright, you have to go, Sam? Alright, Sam. Nice to have you. Nice to meet you. Have a good one. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils... Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the thickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, the calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Ellipses. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Terrible handwriting? What? What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's your first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. something easy to digest, I suppose. Yuri's voice is what I imagine my sleep paralysis demon's voice would be. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Ooh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Goro-senpai. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance it over after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences through their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon it will be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Ellipses? Ellipses? Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, ellipses? Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Ooh. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Ooh. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not like that great. But you let me show you what real literature looks like. Alright, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. Ellipses. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Urgh. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure it out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. Actually try to do an actual lolly voice. I got these voices stuck in my head. I can't back out of it. Oh, you can actually click out of the text like this. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? You just want to hear one line? How do I do them? I can't. I don't think I can reach that that height. Here. Fine. I guess. But I want to say it the way I want to say it. Grr. Fine. I guess. Squeeze your balls. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Damn, that hits deep, Natsuki. The next R.L.'s time. The reincarnation of Dr. Seuss. Dr. Natsuki. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Oh, let's save, by the way. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Hi, Goro-senpai. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever need it, have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring up things, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until it's more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Haha. Don't worry, Goro-senpai. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's the sort of barrier that we'll all have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Goro-senpai. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. Haha. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch or money. Wait, doesn't... Oh my god, the bits thing worked! Thanks for the bit! Did you see that? That new sound that came up? Natsuki's dad. I'm so glad it works, actually. See, that's a notification if someone only gives one bit. Beyond that, it just does the regular bits alerts. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house. She's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. Wow, I don't remember this. Oh wait. I guess it happens even after one. We would beat Cat right now. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because of her malnutrition and is interfering with her adolescent's growth. Thanks for the bits. Damn. Where does it show who's number one? Oh shit, there it is. I see it. Well, looks like you beat Cat for now. But hey, some guys are into petite girls, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see the color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on the flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what did you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. There's a lot of poems that have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. Monica's referring to you. Watch Cat come online now to donate 10 more and beat me by 1. Oh shit, the music is becoming strange. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. And Goro-senpai did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Oh, hey, Tado. Wow, I'm surprised you woke up around this time. I just did a wheel spin instead of tails, so I didn't really I didn't do any tails until you got here. I was wondering if you minded if I started tails or not, with or without you, because I'd still like you probably would wanted to see it when I streamed it. You heard Kato and started sweating. Alright, back to the text here. Yuri. Which I haven't yet. And Growth Senpai liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Goro Senpai appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Yeah, by the way, Nightbot broke. He just completely broke earlier today. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh shit. Ooh. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Goro Senpai started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Who's talking? You want to be edgy, bitch? Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove something, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing in and acting cute. The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh my bad, you're already dude, don't you? Oh, sorry, babes. Sorry, babe. Too loud. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Goro-senpai hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Goro-senpai! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Ellipses. Oh shit. You know the right choice. This seems like a very desperate situation here. Oh, hey Sam, you're back. Oh jeez, this is tough. Go with Monica. There's no Monica choice. Where's Monica to mediate? I'm just having a seizure. Last time I picked Atsuki, Sayori died. Wait, it didn't allow me to pick Yuri? Whoa. What just happened? Not picking Monica first choice. Ellipses. Ellipses? Hey, Goro-senpai. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? sorry about all that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they were done yelling. Uh-huh. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. What happened? I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand that, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Tears in her eyes. Oh shit. Ellipses. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Goro-senpai, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Completely. A lip thief. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can just go home now if you want. A lip thief. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. But she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. A lip thief. A lip thief. Well, I'm the vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Goro-senpai. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. I guess I don't really have much of a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But I read... Just going by instinct. You wanna come on, Coco? Wow, thanks for that, Bits.
Hep hep hog.
Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Duh. Welcome back, Goro Senpai. Hi Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Goro-senpai, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad you joined this club. Everything is just a little bit brighter with you around and, sorry, what am I saying right now? I just... Have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Oh, lip thief. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. Oh, lip thief. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Oh shit, Monica's right. Natsuki did completely forget. Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? A lip thief. But... what the Midbull's sailcloth, blindsight, lifeline, anon, reciprocally flawlessly, often colonnade. I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Hey, oh my god, her smiling. That's like a first. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Haha. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. A lip thief. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. Haha. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I just don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good at it yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Goro-senpai. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping I could share it with you one anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki had already run off into the closet. Goro-senpai, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Like the dance club. I'm really up at 4 a.m. watching a man voice act 3 animated schoolgirls at a reading club. Let's party in the club. Shake your booty for me, Goro-senpai. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there. So it's okay, right? In that case, I don't see any problem. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. What time is it now? This really is past 4 a.m. Alright, let's do this segment and then we'll end. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. Okay. Is Goro Senpai thick though? And how low can he go in the dance club? Is what Yuri's thinking. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ah, are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Goro-senpai? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's just the kind of that challenges you to look at life from a strange, new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... what are you saying? Ellipses. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book and then I put him to my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something that I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open up the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. What? Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slam my desk until it's up next against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Wow, Monk could just... Thanks for hosting. Monk could choose 44444. Thank you. Here. Daydream, thanks for hosting. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again and ours me. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. I instead just assume that she's finishes the pages before me, so I turn in on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. So do I. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up, practically pushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Goro-senpai? Did something happen just now? Yeah? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say that I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Wow, what an awkward kid. Thanks for following. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd just get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag. Natsuki or Monica? Love my voice. Oh, thanks. I have a voice for each character. So, it's too bad Sayori is not around us anymore. Otherwise I can show you my Sayori accent. Is it Sayori who isn't her name Sayori? I forget. Alright, give Natsuki a little space. Hi again, Goro-senpai. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come out with a masterpiece. Haha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Ellipses. Alright. Great job, Goro-senpai. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. So, I don't mean it like it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for some alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri. I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. We all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more than glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. Violent. Grating. What? Violent. Grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Endless. Wait, an endless PM of meaninglessness. Of meaningless. Delete her? What the fuck? Holy shit. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Good idea. Thanks, Monica. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? What the fuck? Just broke a little bit of my third wall, or fourth wall, whichever wall that was again. Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I'm sure Yuri's gonna like it the best, but let's talk to Natsuki first. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything, Baka. It's not like that at all. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing is my favorite love song. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. What the fuck is this fucking bull? Not bad, right? That's pretty discriminatory, Natsuki. What's wrong with liking spiders? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming the fuck up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. Fuck spiders. I doubt I have to explain it. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things, such as two of the girls in this very club, whom I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess, thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so whatever. We're done sharing. You can leave now. I have been waiting a century for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Ellipses. Ellipses. Sayori stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Goro-senpai, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Here he visibly swallows. Drink water. I visibly swallow as well. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued. Goro-senpai, everything you write is a treasure to me. Goro used Google and plagiarized this poem, yeah. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Goro-senpai? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed, but right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay? Wheel. A rotating wheel turning on the axle, grinding, bolted, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a dock ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by flipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time devoting snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living things, human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disapproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that takes 1 second for every rotation on the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bulkhead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a dock ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting to a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolted, breathing zip, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Holy shit. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I am okay. What did I just... Ellipses. Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem though. Okay, everyone. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could just come and sit at the front row. Is this about the festival? Oh, fuck. What's going on here? The sounds. Well, sort of. Ugh. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. What? Where'd the screen go? Oh. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Goro-senpai joined and we started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members. And the festivals are our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Well, don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Goro-senpai? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Goro-senpai to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Goro-senpai joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Goro-senpai isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Ellipses. Monaco is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Goro-senpai want to get more members too. Right? Ellipses. I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica I wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation. No? Natsuki is right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way that I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Oh, Wait, but that doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Goro-senpai, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? I wanted to get to know you. In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Ellipses. Now you've done it, Natsuki. Oh shit. They're gonna be fighting again. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Goro-senpai. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. Ellipses. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious Wait, who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Jeez. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Goro-senpai? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decided to giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. Oh shit, she's crying blood. I was like wondering what the fuck was happening there. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki. Maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Eh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know what I still think you're a great, wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for the day. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Goro-senpai? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Goro-senpai before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important for me as the president. A lip thief. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment. Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been getting a little hectic lately, haven't they? Goro-senpai, I just wanted to make sure that you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel like I'm kind of responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time with how mean Natsuki is and everything. And you're being a little bit, oh shit, she's talking shit about the girls as well now too. Sometimes I feel like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? The only real people here. I wonder if that's foreshadowing of some kind, or a hint at something. But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly got to spend any time together. I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why. Wait, not yet, no. Alright, let's save right here. And we're gonna end today. Good.